actually sad when I argue these points with women, what's actually sad is that you want to be that way. If you were a good woman with a good heart and a good soul and a good view of the world, you wouldn't want to cheat. You know what happens when a woman truly loves a man? When a woman truly loves a man, every other man on earth becomes instantly unattractive.
Hard to be the only coward in the room. If you look at going over the top, they didn't send one man over the top by himself. You charged in a group. So the first thing I would recommend is that if you have cowards in your life, try not to be too close to them. If I had to charge into a burning house, I know which ones of my friends I'd want beside me. Find people who think like you, online, anywhere else. Join their communities. Join
light without dark. There is no joy without pain. There's no rich without poor. There's no strong without weak, right? If everything was light all the time, then nothing would be light. It's a dark world, which is fine. If there's a dark world or it's an evil world, fine. It could be a completely dark world with one little ray of light. Is the light still beautiful, right? So I don't think it's actually a pessimistic or a negative statement to say it's a dark world. It's just understanding the reality of the world we live in, and you need to search and find your individual light. You need to find your individual thing that inspires you as a whole. If you just live life as a very normal guy and there's nothing about you that's exceptional, you don't have a mission or you don't have a plan, or you're not trying to, there's nothing you stick up for, and you're just floating around the evil and you're not even looking for the light, then yeah, I think it's a really evil world. Those are the most depressed people on earth.
Twin brother got a girlfriend and forgot his purpose, makes himself dependent on her, and I don't know what to do. It hurts to watch. I'll tell you what I would do. Say, look, you're capitulating and you're giving this woman what she wants. If you end up lasting forever, married with children, and you are going to capitulate and she's going to be happy and she's going to respect you and you live a happy life, then I have nothing to say. However, if she leaves you, then I want me and you to agree that I'm in charge of repairing your heartbreak. If she leaves you and you can't sleep at night, you're not going to sit there blowing up her phone while some other dude's her. You're not going to sit there chasing some girl who doesn't want you. I'm in charge of what's going to happen to your life when you can't sleep. I'm the one who's going to turn that trauma and that heartache and build you into a better man. And if he agrees to that deal, then you have to let time take its toll. Maybe she is the perfect woman. Maybe his capitulation is going to all end happy. But perhaps she's going to run off with some other dude and he's going to be sitting there messaging her phone, going to bed at 4 a.m., waking up at 7 a.m., full of heartbreak, not being able to concentrate on anything in his life. If that's the case, you need to come along with a battle plan.
She's out here, know what I'm saying? You know you had that bitch, and then she acted a fool, you had to get rid of her. You're proud. No, most of you dorks don't understand this. But for the very few select G's out there, you're proud. So because she acted a fool, you're like, no, fuck you. She's trying to come back, and you're like, no, fuck you. I'd rather lose you and stay a gangster. Most of you thirsty motherfuckers never done that. Men like me do that all the time. So I'd rather be etched in her brain for eternity as the man who dumped her than go, okay, it's fine, love you. You're in a house with a bunch of idiots. They deliberately make it very difficult. There's very little food. I'm sure you meet your minimum calories per day. So you're hungry, is the first thing. The lights stay on 24/7, and the lights are studio lights, so you can't sleep because they're too bright. The house is too hot on purpose. So you're hungry, you're hot, you're tired, and they're trying to just torture you into having mental breakdown. That's the whole point. They want you to scream and cry like a baby. So it was interesting for me the few days I was in there. I didn't really say all that much. I was very observant, trying to work out where the true weak links were. Eventually, there was 2 houses. They moved me from one house, the other house, to the main house. And when I walked in there, I decided to cause chaos. And I walked in there and said, look.
Burn your Balenciaga. Do not shop there anymore. And shout out to Kanye for cutting ties with those people, because there's more to all of this than meets the eye. I'm telling you, the fact that Kanye, just before this stuff came out, cut all ties with the brand, I think Kanye knows a lot more than he lets on. He sees a lot more than a lot of people see. I feel like we're living in a time now where the revolution's coming, because the pendulum's been swinging towards the darkness for so long. And finally there's glimmers of hope. And I kind of feel like it all began when they canceled me. Now we have Twitter back under Elon's control. I'm back on Twitter. Rumble is now getting larger and larger. It's about to overtake YouTube. Like, things are happening after they canceled me. It's almost like the forces of good, the soldiers of God, managed to get their Aikido against the enemies of the Matrix. Ask her about herself. What do? Do you work or study? Oh, I'm studying economics. Ah, you like money. Who doesn't? Oh, I'm studying law. Perfect, you can get me out of jail. Whatever they say, add a little thing on it. Oh yeah, I can get you out of jail. Shut up. Still.